Welcome back to Sports Editions. Kenny McReynolds here. Well, this Sunday, something very special is happening. It is called the Blessing of the Hounds. Now, you may say, Kenny, what are you talking about? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let one of our favorite guests who has come back to visit us, Irene Michaels, tell you about the blessings of the Hounds. And first of all, Irene, thank you for coming back to see me.
Thank you for having me back, Kenny.
Now, tell me about the blessing of the Hounds.
Well, it's a very old tradition. It started back in the 16th century. It also came to America about the same time. And it was when the farmers were training their dogs to hunt foxes, so they would kill the foxes because the foxes were a big pest on their farms. It was destroying their fields. So that tradition actually is the modern day now. It's called modern day fox hunting. And it's back here in the States, and where we do it is in Wayne, Illinois. And Wayne, Illinois is a very little village about 40 miles west of Chicago. And we started that, or at least I started hunting there about 15 years ago. And the tradition is where, and this is how the day starts. It's actually the tradition and the day. The beginning of the Blessing of the Hounds is that the riders prepare their horses the night before. They clean the horses, they braid the horses, they put out their formal attire. The attire I have on today is a formal attire worn by women. The men wear jackets that are red, and they're called their scarlets. And this is our hard hat that we wear, just in case we fall on our heads, which we hope we don't. And the blessing actually takes place in a little village where the horses are on parade. They go down the street and they go to a little church, and there's a priest there that gives the blessing of the hounds to the hounds and to the riders. The master of the hounds, his name is Fred Ioza, then blows the horn, and we are off. We are off to the races. We ride through the woods, we go over logs, we go over coops, and it lasts for about 2 hours. At the end of the hunt, which is actually a reenactment of the old-time tradition, we do a killing. And the killing is really not a killing because that's outlawed. You can't kill a fox today. So prior to the hunt starting, they spread the scent of a fox, the urine of a fox, across the field. And after the field is all saturated with the scent, then the hounds are released, and then the riders go. And we follow the hounds, and that's how we find the scent at the end.
Now, are these horses you own, are these your jumping horses?
Yes.
That you ride, we know you're a jumper.
Yes.
And so these are the jumping horses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are 3 fields. The first field, second field, and a third field is called the hilltoppers. The first field is a little faster and jumps everything. The second field is not as fast and can decide whether they want to jump or not. The third field does no jumping. They just ride on the flatlands.
Which do you do?
Second field.
Okay.
So I sort of decide.
What you want to do.
Yeah.
But now, you've been jumping for how many years now?
Oh, 15, 20 years.
Okay. So why did you decide, hey, this is something I want to do?
Oh, it's so exhilarating, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful day. You share the camaraderie of other riders. I love horses. I love the people, everything that's involved with the equestrian community. It's just great.
Now, what kind of crowd can we expect for the Blessing of the Hounds? Are we talking, we're going to have a lot of people out there, and can people still rush out this morning and come by?
Absolutely. It's open to the public, and the streets are lined with huge crowds. It's a very big deal out in Wayne. It's people wear hats, some people wear jeans, other people wear dresses. They're formally dressed or they're very casually dressed, and they all join us for a stirrup cup at the end to celebrate the kill. And actually, most people don't know what a stirrup cup is, but what it is a big celebration at the end of the hunt. And it's usually a port is served, or cheese and snacks, and it's at this time it's going to be at our club in the Wayne DuPage Hunt Club.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes,
yes. A full day, and the horses are ready. Now, do you dress the dogs up too, the hounds?
No, the hounds are not dressed up.
They're not dressed up. Everybody else is dressed up. Dress up the horses and the hounds. Everybody get dressed up. Hey, I love the hat. The
Thank
hat
you.
is so cool. I think I'm gonna have to try that on before we get out of here.
But we'd like to invite you to come out Sunday.
Okay, maybe can I wear the hat?
You bet.
Okay, you heard it. I can wear the hat. I'm gonna come out there. Irene, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Sunday, the
Thank
blessing
you.
of the Hounds. Hey, don't forget you can catch up on past episodes by logging on to WCIU.com/local. For Irene, I'm Kenny. See you next week on Sports Edition. Stay safe.